Yesterday, we spent 6 hours checking out what is uploaded, what is not uploaded, what had a time to work correctly, what didn't have time to work correctly. And I'm gonna tell you another secret. Oh, I did actually pretty good here. I actually did pretty good here. Nice. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sell. Sorry guys. We're playing I know Planet Miner. Really good game too. Okay. There you go. See, I know Planet Miner is actually quite enjoyable. Depending on how much you get every single time, it's very enjoyable. Just mention like I can't control streaming. Another thing that I have to micromanage. Sometimes the stream breaks. What I have to do, I constantly have to check the screen to see if it's working. Because if the computer won't tell me, the PlayStation won't tell me, the thing I use to stream won't tell me. It's so many things, and it's every single day, and I'm doing this alone, and I'm not complaining that I'm doing this alone. I choose to do it alone, but it's still so much, right? And then I had Carly. I'll talk about Carly today. I had Carly. She did some AI. She did some AI thumbnail for me, and I was like, "Dude, this is fantastic. Thank you so much." She's like, "There's nothing to thank me. I did. It was AI, right?" And I was like, "No. It's one little thing. Micromanagement is micro. It's micro action that helps you manage, right? And it's meaningful. It's not meaningful because we did everything. It's meaningful because it took everything. I don't know if that makes sense, but to me it does. Like understanding that no matter what, I'm never... Something told me... you see? See here? What happened? Not enough storage. Crown. Thank you. Sorry, Crown didn't have enough storage. And this one won't charge. Why? Because it's too hot. Dude, I'm telling you. Early fucking grave, bro. 100%. I have to check if everything uploaded. 508, Crown part 2, part 3, 35, okay, 202. Okay, so everything did upload. Great. Of course, the newer phone or the better quality phone are easier to upload everything. For example, right now I have 43 gigs of free space, but it's still I have to upload and delete it. I spent 6 hours yesterday on everything, making sure that we uploaded everything and we deleted everything. And guess what? Today we uploaded, and what we didn't do? We didn't delete. Why? because I'm afraid that I have to check everything to see if it did upload or not. Now what I have to do here, I have to go back on YouTube to make sure that this is completely uploading. And this was 37. You're good. Thank you so much. Perfect. Okay, nice. Nice. Good. Okay, perfect. What is it? Nature corn. So this is gonna be chilling. Kind of the day sunrise. We got it. So the good news with that I don't have to watch Crown anymore today, because I have all of the footage. And I'm gonna go to my father's house tomorrow, and he has pretty good Wi-Fi. I'm gonna be able to upload there too. But like I'm saying, today all I had to do was keep YouTube open, and I would have worked. But I didn't, and this is my mistake as micromanagement. And it gets to be so much. And I was talking about AI, right? And AI is so helpful, and so it will do things for you. For example, it'll say, hey, make sure that this is uploaded. I can actually like command it to do like, keep YouTube open until one file upload, right? And it will. But relying on external tool, which is artificial intelligence, makes me feel like I'm not intelligent enough without the artificial intelligence. My father has a bunch of tomato plants. A bunch. He's a big fan of tomato plants. Big fan of it. Right? And what he does is he plants them and he brings them downstairs, which is where the basement is. And the basement, he has UV lights. Now the UV lights does what? The UV lights are gonna allow him to be able to have lights even in the winter, right? So he'll be able to have tomatoes a whole year. And for him, that's a pride, right? But then he'll have like, and even him, he does it the same. He'll have like 15, 20 plants, right? I'll be like, sometimes it's gonna be, oh, like this one didn't produce as much. I'm disappointed. Oh, this one didn't produce that much. I wonder why. But even then, that's multitasking. Multitasking and micromanagement is complex. If I had one phone, it'd be so easy to do. And again, the fear is what? The fear is that tomorrow, which is not tomorrow, it's today. Tomorrow, yeah. Today we're gonna be completing, uploading and everything. Tomorrow, what am I doing tomorrow? Tomorrow we're starting a new playthrough of the tower. And the new playthrough is what? The new playthrough is merchant, like I mentioned. Right? And it's gonna be shitty, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very tough. Why? There's another phone that I'm gonna have to do, another thing that I have to do. I'm gonna tell you another secret. Tomorrow, I'm creating merchants, knowing I don't have a place to charge it. I don't have a charging port for that. So what am I gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to make sure that we have the charging port for that. And it's a mess. And it's completely a mess. It's horrible. Did I want to buy this? No. But I was seeing the opportunity for Amazon Prime, and I knew for a fact that this one in a month and a half is going to be perfectly idle, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. So I'm going to want another playthrough. As simple as that. Right? Next year, when I'm going to work, I won't have time to micromanage. I don't even know if I'm going to have good Wi-Fi over there. If I have good Wi-Fi, amen. If I don't, what am I supposed to do? You know? So what am I going to do? I'm going to buy external storage. To be able to do it. And I'm going to lower the quantity I film. For example, right now we're filming, I don't know how much time. We'll film 8 hours instead. And we'll spend the whole night when I'm sleeping uploading, and we'll spend the whole day when I'm working uploading. That's what I have to do. As simple as that. Does it suck? Absolutely. Am I gonna be okay? Absolutely. There's nothing to it. But it's still a thing that I have to take care of. And it's every single day. For example, one of the biggest flex that I have is on the tablets. On the tablets, I have a month. I can have a month at a time worth of video to upload. You know, is that good? That's great. At the end of the month, I have a month to upload. So I'm like, holy shit. So then if I don't keep that in mind, I'm going to go at 3 weeks and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm good. No, you're not good. You have to a month to upload. And the reason why we stopped in the first time was because Twitter wasn't working. Twitter wasn't working. Why? Because I was uploading and I'm not supposed to upload when I'm using it. So all of this is so complex. It's so demanding. It's so demanding that I'm literally like, did I chew off more than I was supposed to chew? And this is not encouraging me to be working harder. This is telling me like you're not able to handle this. And how do you think I feel when I realize I cannot handle everything? I feel awful. I feel awful because I'm like, dude, that's not normal, because there's a guy out there that does it. There's a guy out there that does it. Thinking about the biggest YouTuber, thinking about the biggest content creator, thinking that there's not, and this is insane because you think about the whole team they have behind them. They got PR, they got social media manager, they got clippers, they got editor, they got assistant, they have so much. I was watching, this is a true story too. I was young, okay, forgive me. I was watching Logan Paul at his height when he was doing daily vlogs, right? And he had an assistant, which was, I think it was Isla, somebody like that, a name like that. And I was thinking, like, dude, what the fuck? Who has an assistant? He's a content creator, and he needed it. You gotta imagine. I'm like, who the fuck has a manager, right? And then you had a Team 10. Team 10 that came in, Team 10 that was offering a manager, Team 10 that was offering a team, Team 10 that was offering PR, Team 10 that was offering collabs, Team 10 that was offering visibility. Could take almost everybody or anybody and make them superstar, right? There was the girl, and she was made fun of a lot. And they were talking about how a person like that didn't have the stuff that it takes. So they were trying to imply that she wasn't cute enough to make it in the biz. And then what happened is Team 10, they help her. She got a lot of money. She started having surgical procedure, right? Which kind of sucks, right? Which kind of sucks. See, the phone is not charging because it's too hot. Thank God I'm at 1. Okay, thanks God I decided to do this. Again, you see the whole thing. I know that this is not perfect. I know that this will never be perfect, but this is what I can offer right now. And they took the girl and they made her into like a social content creator, and they offered her a job. And people were going after Jake Paul. Am I a fan of Jake Paul? I don't dislike the guy. I don't hate the guy. I'm not a big fan of him, but I don't dislike him, right? And they were saying like, oh my God, dude. Oh my God, this guy is taking 20%. Who does he think he is? Yeah, but you don't know what he's offering. I worked for an agency for so freaking many years. What he did with Team 10 was exactly that. He didn't do anything special. He didn't invent freaking shitty contract or a shady contract, right? I was seeing this. Again, I'm gonna say something that's horrible. If I offend people, I'm sorry. Not really, but still. I was seeing this not just documentary, but it was on Snapchat, and it was about Charlie D'Amelio, right? And it was keeping up with D'Amelio, which is sort of something similar to Kardashian. So Kardashian, the whole family, keep up with them. You try to do the same thing with D'Amelio, right? With Dixie, with Charlie, with their parents, right? And when you realize the girl, Charlie, was the biggest success of the house, when you realize that she got to fame at 16 years old, you know? When you realize that they kind of used her for product, they kind of used her for promotion. She had a coffee brand at like 17. When I was growing up, people were telling me don't drink coffee until you're an adult, which was kind of bullshit, but still, you know. So it's insane. And then I was seeing a article. Was she groomed? Absolutely. She's a gorgeous girl. Popular. People like her. Of course she was groomed. Of course. Like, okay, well, she got the looks, she got the youth. People groom her. This is a disgusting industry, right? I'm not gonna say who, but just name that came out, and it's just fucked up. And it's just fucked up, right? And it's sad because right now, when's the last time that you heard anything about D'Amelio? Again, do I follow? No. Am I actually actively looking for information? No. So maybe that's on me. But just the possibility that there was some grooming, and then you see the family, and not to point finger, one of the parents is a mess, constantly getting into fight, constantly getting into arguments. Like, who gives a shit? That's your daughter. That's your daughter, bro. Take care of your kids. Just a fucked up place. So micromanagement is also that. It's making sure that you're safe. Mental health is important. Physical health is important. I'm following this guy, right? And I'm following this guy, Johnny Rock, which is a French Canadian, super good content, and he's on the road. Like, he's always on the road. Like, I'm not gonna say 356 days per year, but like 250 minimum. And people were making fun of him because he's getting a lot of weight. He's like, dude, I'm on the road. I don't have time for a restaurant. I don't have the money because I'm a content creator to go to the restaurants. I go to fast food place. Of course I'm gonna get fat. Do you think I have time for a gym? No. My channel is called Johnny Rock Travel, not Johnny Rock's in shape, right? It's just humongous. You gotta micromanage your image. I was a big fan of fitness content when I was growing up. Yeah, if people like Greg Doucette, who comes in and is like, oh, I'm accusing this person of being natty. I'm accusing this person of taking product, right? And you do get why he's doing it. He's doing it for example, when somebody's selling a product, right? So, for example, when I take an actor from Marvel, I'm not gonna say whom, Australian dude, right? Could be a couple of Australian dude, right? And he had an application. The application was like, you want to look like this person to follow the program. Yeah, but this guy is specialist. This guy is nutritionist. This guy has a trainer. This guy possibly has access to things that you don't have access to, right? So the exact same result, not because this guy has good genes, possibly had great genes, but because he's well surrounded, right? So if you're selling me a product, and again, I'm not saying, okay, so I'm going to say something again that's disgusting. I was seeing a lot of people promote an application that read you the Bible. It was big names. And you're like, I know that you don't read the Bible, bro. I know that you don't read it. Why are you trying to sell me a Bible? You yourself don't read it. And it just took the bag, right? In sometimes your manager signed a contract for you and like, oh, well, I'm not dumb, but I don't have a choice. My manager signed a contract for it. I don't have a choice, you know? I don't have a choice. So that's also kind of messed up, right? Because like, okay, well, this could have been worse, but this could have been better, right? Also, so I was talking about Greg, right? I understand if you're exposing people because they're not natty and they're telling you like, I'm natty, and if you follow my program, I understand that, but you're kind of putting down and destroying careers, you're destroying image. And if an image needs to be destroyed, but you have literal PDF, you have literal chomo, you have literal like horrible people. When the file came out, the Epstein file, there was people accused of cannibalism, right? And you're destroying a career of a person that took product. You don't know why they took product. I'm Canadian, right? So we have hockey. There's this dude who was taking an hair medication because he was losing his hair and he was insecure about it. Well, it turns out that in his product there was testosterone, and testosterone is a enhancement drugs. So he got kicked out. He lost his career. Did he do it for that? No, he did it because he was losing his hair. You know. So you don't know what those people are going through. You don't know if these people have deficiency, right? You don't know that, right? There's people that go through hormone therapy. You don't know that. And at the same time, if a person promote being natty and they're not, that's fucked up. But most people that are in the business don't promote being natty. The only one I kind of suspect was Alex Eubanks, and Alex Eubanks came out not too long ago say, hey, I tried this product, right? Literally, Trend Twin, which is a product to get better result at the gym. Freaking the Odge Twin. When was the time that Odge Twin they said they were natty, you know? So all of this is micromanaging your image, and it's in a sense of my own reality, but in a sense of how people view me, right? I had this person, true story. I had this person on Twitch. I was really popular. Am I blaming this person as peculiar? No. Am I saying that it contributed? Absolutely. So I was kind of a safe place for a lot of ladies because I don't flirt with viewers. I'm not like, hey, show me your tits. I'm not trying to be an asshole, right? And sort of all of this to say that I had a guy who was coming to my life often, very often, and I slowly started to see a decline in my viewing audience. It was mostly like, most of them were girls. And then I had a friend, Raven. Fucking shout out to Raven. Fucking love you. Raven texts me at like 3 in. And she's like, hey, I need you. I'm like, what's up? And then I'm working the next day. I'm working in like 3 hours. But I'm like, okay, well, she's my best friend. I love her. Let's help her out. And she tells me like, oh, this guy, how much do you know about him? I'm like, not so much, right? Not so much. Why? And then she sent me, she should have a chat. The guy is literally asking for nudes. The guy is literally saying, hey, I'm gonna make an OnlyFans, and it's for you, it's for free. The guy is literally, and then I started asking around the girl that used to come to my life. It's like, hey, did you talk with that guy? Yeah. A lot of them were saying, yeah, he's creepy. So I was making a safe place for people, and there was other people in the background or behind the scene that were not making it a safe place. And then I'm like, you should have told me. But this was my fault because you should have micromanaged, right? I'm like, hey, is everything okay? I don't see you anymore. Did I do something wrong? But to me, that seems like pandering. It seems like I'm begging. I got pride. But if the girl or the person is hurt, then you have to do that because she's your friend. She cares about you. You care about her or him, whatever. You see, one of the bigger content creator is Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast, who literally employs people. And there was his best friend, Chris. And Chris has done some questionable action. Allegedly, of course. And he was supposed to let him go. But when you realize Chris was the very first subscriber to Mr. Beast, he was his friend in real life. They were friends since they were kids. You know? So you have to let go of people like that in your team. You know? It's a... You think about it, a multi-million-dollar company. But and then the micromanagement, why it's becoming so complex. So yeah, so complex is a great word. The reason why it's becoming so complex is because you used to be able to, like, you would think, okay, you see like a person like p5, you can see a person like I know, well, I don't know them personally, but I have read Reddit post about social media content. You know what? I know exactly what it was. It was Gabiana who paid her mod. She paid them to be mods. Then she also paid them to ask for stuff like, hey, we need to kill that. We not kill that person, but kill that rumor. We need to kill that information, right? And that was it. So there was some fuckery going on, but at the same time, the most important part was she paid mod. You have her whole team. When I was coming up, I had a friend called Janice. We're no longer friends. It's a complex story. But if I was to tell it, micromanagement would be a good story. Would be a good place to put it, right? Micromanagement would be a good place to put it. Janice was an amazing person, super human being, super good guy, but he was requiring a lot of attention, a lot of. So, for example, I would make a video. He would confront me, say, "I don't like your videos." So there was the specific thing that happened, right? And he was asking for a lot of attention. For example, I'm like, hey, you know computer a little bit, right? He's like, yeah, I know computer. I'm like, I need your help for a stream. He's a mod. He said, I'm gonna help you, no problem. So then he asked me to do something. I asked him to do something. We don't figure it out. Okay, bro, it's not your fault. I would have liked to do it, but if you can't, you can't. That's not a big deal. And then he was like, well, you told me that you wanted to stream some Pokemon, some older games, right? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. So he tells me, and then I spent 20 minutes with him, which is not a long time. For a friend, that's not a long time. Getting the volume up, down, because he wants to be perfect. And I'm like, bro, this is for like 6 months, right? And then this guy was not necessarily upset, but we were very involved. He knew what time I was streaming, he knew what time I was going live on TikTok, he knew what time I was going to sleep. We stayed for 4 hours after that because we did the it was a sponsored stream for FK Arena. They wanted me to have a banner and I didn't know how to put a banner. We didn't figure it out. We spent literally like 3 hours and a half, 4 hours on it with the Pokemon. And he knows I was supposed to sleep. And then at 8 o'clock, he texts me. And at that time, I'm obsessed with making content. I'm still obsessed. I haven't missed one day the whole year of making TikTok live. I missed one day because I was sleeping because we finished later. The guy texts me what? The guy texts me, I guess there's no stream tonight. Question mark. And I'm like, first of all, I'm gonna stream what I want, right? Second of all, you're kind of not necessarily the reason, because of course I could have told him, dude, I want to go bed, right? Second of all, like, dude, the reason why I'm not streaming is because we set up for so late, right? You should be understanding. You're my friend. You should be understanding. And then I got into a huge fight with him, huge fight, and it was like about that. And I was talking about, and he would say things that as a non-content creator you don't understand that it's bad. But we had a stream that was like my 2 months, celebrating my 2 months of making live, and I was getting like 20 people in my life. And we came the next day and said, oh, there's nobody. How do you think that made people feel, right? And again, small things that are very annoying. So for example, there were people coming in. So on TikTok Live, you see people coming in and people leaving, people coming in, people leaving. And what it would do, you would see people coming in, and that's a very good thing to do as a mod. You would do, hey, this person, welcome in. But these people didn't stay enough to see the message. So the whole chat is him saying to this person, hey, welcome in. It was copy and paste. And I'm like, dude, first of all, it's up to the host to say hi, right? For example, you go to a party, right? And there's invites, there's people invited. And imagine somebody that you don't know comes in and shake your hand and say, welcome in, but not the host. How do you feel? It's a bit odd, right? Got mad at me. He left. He came back 6 months later. And he was like, hey, I'm sorry about what happened, blah, blah, blah. Which was really sweet. Then he made a song, which was AI, for another person, right? And I made a video saying, like, I made a video which is still something that I'm afraid of, AI. Because I was like, dude, this guy was able to make such a good song with AI. I was impressed by how well AI did. And he took it as, oh, this guy's a good for nothing. AI did the whole job. I was like, yeah, but I worked hard on it. I didn't say that you didn't, right? I just said that AI was surprising because you could make a masterpiece by somebody that didn't play an instrument, right? And he got pissed at me. But again, I just get him back as a friend. He's a good friend. I want to make him an effort to keep him. I make a 40 minutes video, apologies, right? Explaining why did I say that. And he's like, yeah, but I didn't like your apologies. So get mad at him. I'm like, dude, how many people would do that for you? How many people do 40 minutes for you? Nobody. I'm doing it and you're not satisfied. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, right? And like, without complaining, I was friends with a guy for 2 years, right? And I was friends with the guy for 2 years, and it was great time. He left for like 3 months, made a new friend because he was lonely, right? And he made that friend for 3 months. He made a banner for her. He made thumbnail for her. He made an AI song for her to help her out, which is actually really sweet. I'm like, you knew her for 3 months. You did more for her than you ever did for me. Now, ultimately speaking, I'm not demanding anything. You can do what you want. I'm not asking for stuff, but is it not a bit unfair, right? It's a bit unfair, right? And again, I felt very narcissistic. I felt very egotistical, thinking that. But I was like, dude, it's kind of a shame, right? Because I'm on a drop of a hat. Like, for example, I would the video 40 minutes for saying sorry. I wouldn't have done it if it was another person. I would not give a fuck for the person, right? So then he gets pissed at me and said, "Okay, well, we're gonna talk." And at that time, I'm working 14 hours a day. Okay, bro, no problem. And then I'm texting him, right? And I'm trying to explain to him the situation. It's like, no, I want an apologies. I'm like, well, I did a video, apologize that you didn't like it. The apology was there, right? So then he texted me 2 hours before, after. He said, can we talk? I want to talk. I want to solve things. Like, okay, no problem. I tried to him again. So I gotta go. I'm making content. He texts me half an hour after. It's like, hey, can we talk? I want to fix this. I'm like, dude, we just spent an hour and a half together talking, but because I didn't give you the answer that you wanted, you're pissed off. And then he told me, like, this is your problem, you don't want to talk. No, bro, I don't have time. I don't understand. I'm spending, he was aware of all the videos I put on YouTube. He was in every single stream, he was in every single live. He knew how much I work. If somebody knew how much I work, he was jealous, right? You want me to take a day off to fix the situation? Is that what you want? Because that's not fair. That is not fair. If it was a real job, if it was a salary job, I'm going to take a day off because me and my friend, we fought. I'm not going to say, shut the fuck up, go back to work. You understand? Doesn't make any sense. And then these were two cases, right? Where I had to micromanage somebody in my community, right? I'm thankful it didn't happen again, but still. And it was so shitty because after that I did the depression. There's so many things that I did because of the depression. I hurt people because I was hurt. Did I regret? Am I blaming people in peculiar? No. But again, you needed to micromanage my emotion. Talk about micromanagement for content. We didn't even talk about the person behind the content creator, the emotion, the health. Like, are you getting? My father's like, you gain a lot of weight. You don't know how much I work, dude. You don't know how much I work. I can make weight loss content. You know how hard it is to lose weight? So now I not only have failure because my videos are getting no views, but I also have failure because I'm getting no results. Do you think I want to? No, I don't want to. So the micromanagement is very complex because there's so many instances. But then, and again, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but if you do like a 9 to 5, you get a boss. Like, for example, the actual that I had was we had a quota. Yo, you got this amount of pieces, I want it done by this time, right? And it's like, okay, no problem. And it was just phenomenal. It was just fantastic. It was just so much. It was just so nice. It was just so nice. And it was always a case of, here's what you have to do. Don't think about it. One thing that I learned about my job was there was two things. I had to check the pieces. I had to check if they were okay, if they were not okay. I had to make sure that they were in the right size, the right sense. I had to make sure that there was the right profile. But apart from that, that was it. That was super simple, you know? And that was it. That was fun. I didn't have to think about it. I didn't have to implement myself. Now, I'm sorry to say, but I'm a one-man team. And yes, I got some help. Janice helped a lot. Carly helped a lot. Raven helped a lot. Amazing Ed helped a lot. Samantha helped a lot. My mom, my dad helped a lot. Who else? Am I forgetting somebody? No. Rim, Ad helped a lot. It was fantastic. And then for micromanagement, there was some horrible example. I'm so warm. I had a friend, when I went live, she would literally come in my corner, ask me to make her a mod. She would come in my corner, she would invite her people, she would have them in corners. I'm like, dude, I was doing a show, now you're doing your show. There's 10 people up here that I don't know any of them. I don't think they're bad people, but I don't know any of them. And one night, she brings a dude that's high off cocaine. It's completely high off cocaine. Talk about unliving himself. I didn't sign up for that. So it was so complex. It was so complex. And I didn't ask for any of it, you know? So yeah, so micromanagement is very hard. It's a lot of pressure. I came in today. First thing I see, my file broke. I repaired it, no success. Second thing I see, well, the files didn't upload. Third thing I see is that I cannot film because it's uploading. So how did I do for it to work? I cut off Wi-Fi, so it's no longer uploading. Is that a solution? No, that's not a solution because I still have shit to upload. Now, ultimately speaking, you can trash that to too much work. Too much at the same time. But hey, I'm not talented. I don't got the best of luck. I don't have connection. I don't have the most money. I do what I want to do. I do what I need to do. I feel like I need to do. And if I'm gonna get somewhere, it's gonna be through sheer hard work. So this is it for the micromanagement talk. I wish I had help, but it's okay. And you know, I was busy about my father because it was texting me. My father and my mom, to a degree, my father's a bit worse. My father's very needy. My mom, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. My mom will be needy, but when she gets attention a little bit, she'll be okay. My father's very needy. If I don't see him for like a week, he'll text me. He texts me every day. Today he texted me 3 times because I didn't answer the first time. If I didn't answer the first time, maybe I didn't want to talk. If I didn't answer the second time, I definitely didn't want to talk. It takes me a third time. And then I feel bad about it. Because you're not an asshole. You know, so it's very hard. It's very hard. You know, I want to say something else that's very important in my opinion. Like, I'm seeing like a channel like Outdoors Boy that didn't have any PR, they didn't have a team, it was only the family. Do a fantastic job. I'm seeing the Getter do the fantastic job. Their dream for content creation is never to be the biggest content creator. It's never to be the most popular content creator. The dream is what? The dream is to be like a small-time content creator that makes enough to survive. To get a community, to get, you know, a couple of cool people. Just to have fun. Just to live the dream. The dream is to live out of it. As I said that before, I'll say it again. I'll always maintain the fact that the dream is to make a living out of it. How good of a living? I don't care. A living for me is a living, you know? And that's what I was talking about my father. See, my father, I'll leave the phone open, this one, for the tower. And instead of wondering why I leave it up, the issue should close if you're on your phone all the time. Like, dude, I'm working. You got 2 choices. Either I'm here with you, talking with you, spending time with you, and I'm working on something, or I'm home doing the exact same thing. You know? And I just wish people were more understanding. All I wanted was to call me when you can. Now it seems tomorrow is gonna be good, it's gonna be calm. It's gonna be back to normal. But I shouldn't have to see you every single week. I see my mom once a month, and even then, I saw her Monday. It was tough emotionally because she kept on giving me shit. She kept on giving me shit. As a human being, micromanagement, like, I told you guys a story about we met this guy and he wanted to know. He was asking me what I was looking for because he was from the neighborhood, and he was like, "Hey, are you looking for a job?" I said, "I'm looking for I'm looking for this because you can apply there. It's like, oh, well, we're looking for people. My mom came in. I said I needed a job. My mom got involved in me getting hired. I looked like a man-child. And again, I'm in a position where I cannot micromanage. I cannot manage myself. I cannot be an asshole and say, Mom, can I please? My mom applied at the same time. She's like, hey, I also need a job, and I'm really looking. What are you implying? I'm not looking? No, of course not. You're my mom. But what is he understood? You know? I got no chance in being hired. No chance. And yesterday she told me something that's kind of crazy. She said, did Carl call you? I'm like, no. I'm like, no. She said, okay, don't worry, he's gonna call you. And I didn't, I should have asked her, did he call you? Because the answer is yes. Call my mom, he didn't call me. You know? It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. And I cannot be an asshole. And then, my mom doesn't believe that I apply. I'm like, see, I applied. And she's like, well, and she literally gave me the speech. She literally tells me, like, well, if it's that's for you, if that's applying for you, you need to work harder. How am I supposed to work harder? I'm talking to the dude you're interrupting. I'm talking to the dude selling myself by saying I'm bilingual. You're in the background saying I'm trilingual. You didn't give me a chance to. You didn't give me a chance. You didn't allow me to sell myself. You sold yourself, which is great. Congratulations, you got a job. You took a job away from your son. Congratulations. That's if she gets the job. Am I mad? No. Am I annoyed a little bit? And if she doesn't get the job, guess what? You still didn't allow me to speak. Didn't allow me to apply for a job. And in your background, you're telling me you should have applied harder. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to talk to you? I'm supposed to push him? I'm supposed to say, shut up, Mom, it's my turn? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Damn if I do, damn if I don't. My mom, we go to the sushi place on Monday. She goes to the store and she said, hey, I'm not gonna eat. I don't like food. I don't like the food here. She's talking to the manager. How do you think he felt? You know? And I'm micromanaging emotion because I have to be like, stay calm, don't get angry. She doesn't mean anything by it. My father, the same way. My father will get pissed at me. I'm not gonna complain. There's enough complaining, but this is very hard and it's very tiring and it's every single day and it's. I wouldn't have it on your other way because what you do is you become hyper dependent. You become highly not aware of it, but you become super like, okay, well I need to do this, and this. And the second I'm not doing anything, I feel bored because I'm so constantly overstimulated that when I'm not stimulated, it feels weird. You know? So yeah, so that's it. But at the same time, you know, you do what you can, and if what you can is enough, then what you can is enough. If it's not enough, then it isn't enough. And it's a sort of a beautiful thing because you're on one hand, you're aware of your coming, you're aware of situation. I mentioned today, I should have kept YouTube up, that way it would have uploaded. I mentioned yesterday, I should have stopped the playthrough when it was supposed to stop. For example, right now, we are at 2 hours and 10. What I'm going to do is I'm going to restart every single recording when I'm done here. Why? We'll do it segments, right? So we'll do 4 segments. We'll do this, we'll do the chilling, and playing Trailer Park Boys while watching Trailer Park Boys until midnight. Then what we'll do is we'll stream, stop here, restart. Then what we'll do is we'll stop it, we'll go film live, and then I'll stop it again when I'm going to my father and I'll restart it after. That's all you need to do, that's all you have to do, it's how it can be done. And I said, and even my father tomorrow, I'm happy to see him. But I'm gonna go to his place at 8 o'clock. I'm not gone before 10:15, 10:30. Which means I'm not going to sleep before 12. Which means I get to 12, I get to sleep till 6. Which means that I don't have time to edit, I don't have time to manage, because at 7:30 I have to come back. And that's gonna be tomorrow, and I don't have storage for that. But then he texts me like, he's like, I'm expecting you for 8 tomorrow. No, it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. But then it's once a week, you know. And when I talk about dads, all the dads, like, well, I think it feels chronically online. I should take a break. The whole year should break. The whole year is a break. I want to tell you another secret, which is the big one. Today, when I woke up, I was fucked up. When I woke up at 12, I was fucked. I was exhausted. I was fucked up, bro. I didn't feel like doing anything. I looked outside. I thought it was raining. I saw that. Okay, well, the pamphlet which we have said that if it was raining, the plan would be cancelled, right? I'm like, holy shit. We're so lucky. We're so lucky it cancelled. So lucky we canceled. No, dude, you're not lucky. There could have been good content. And then you're willing to make the effort. What I was saying today for the 11 hours lost of Sword is only important when you realize that. Give me a sec. Is only important when you upload it. No matter how hard we worked for the 10 hours yesterday, the ending was that it closed, it broke, and didn't get repaired. Because it didn't get repaired, I'm like, okay, well, it didn't get repaired. What am I supposed to do? Nothing. Because there's nothing that can be done. But the amount of effort I put in, the amount of energy that I put in, is non-refundable, and it's a waste. If I knew I could have done it, I could have done it, right? Right now, for example, right? Another example. Today, I talked about this, right? Today, I deleted some footage on my phone to make more space. We deleted a 37 video that gave me 5 gigs of space. It's not a lot, but still. And I was like, okay, well, I'm super happy. I'm super proud. This is some good news. This is some good stuff. This is great, right? But then what happened? I signed a contract with myself that because I deleted this show, but I can watch it on Tubi. I had to watch it on Tubi because this show, I kept it in the SD card to react to it later on when I had time, and I deleted it. So now I don't have a choice. Now I'm fucked because if it leaves this month, I won't have time to watch it. So what I have to up the speed. So right now, what we're gonna do is not today, but tomorrow. We'll be finishing tomorrow. I don't have time, but on Friday, I'm gonna be finishing. What? I'm gonna be finishing Rock of Love, right? Which we're gonna finish on Sunday because tomorrow is Thursday. On Saturday, I'm gonna finish Rock of Love, right? I'm gonna have to take the time to do it correctly. If I do it like last time, it's gonna be 3-4 days. I'm gonna have to watch Flavor of Love, which is 3 seasons. I'm gonna have to watch Real Sense of Love, which is 2 seasons, but that's 5 seasons. And then I said that was Beauty and the Geek, which I also want to do. There's 6 seasons of that. I'm kind of fucked, but hey, this is my choice. I'm not in a position to allow myself to fail, but I'm not in a position to allow myself to take it easy. The pressure I put on myself is insane. But that's my choice, that is my destiny. If it isn't, I'm wasting time, I'm wasting my mental health. But I'm doing something I like, right? So yeah. So now this is the end of the intro. Today, super simple. Today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish here. Right now it's 10:19. I'll be watching Trailer Park Boys until 12 o'clock. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stream from 12 to 5. 5 o'clock I'm gonna be doing holy fuck, I cannot talk. From 12 to 5 I'm gonna be doing some streaming. From 5 to 7 I'm gonna be making videos. From 7 to 8 I'm gonna see my father. It'll be good. On that note, I love you guys. Take it easy. I'll see you guys real soon. Peace. That's good. Now you're finished uploading. Good. Day 271. Day 271. Movies. You had enough that and say me and all my friends. Whoa, this is where I came from. Right back at it again. Whoa, ho, ho. This is where I came from. Whoa, this is where I came from. I'm right back at it again. Whoa, this is where I. Choo choo. You had enough to sit it to it on nice and say me and all my friends. Now all I have to do is check if the gaming is finished. Ooh. hell yeah. You can buy a mothership.
Hey guys, it's Gabriel Jesus here. I'm sure by now you have heard of the game King Shot, and I got to admit, it's the best thing I have ever seen. I first started while I was putting my boots on, and suddenly I'm 20 levels deep. The best thing? No a single ad insane. Usually, these games are like, oh, you want to keep playing? Watch this 30 seconds video of animal flying, I don't know. But this one, no, I can just enjoy the fun and lose myself in it without any interruption. Completely crazy, alright? I have said enough. I got to move. Don't just sit there waiting around. Hit the link and get it now so we can start reading together, bro. All the best. Enjoy it.
Colonel Hatfield.
Earth's resources are depleted. People are fleeing in droves. You choose to buy a cheap cargo ship to escape. You continuously collect resources to expand the ship. During the voyage, you discover many survivors. You choose to take them in.
We have
keep taking in survivors,
the time.
further
We're
developing
playing
and
Hero Park
growing
Boys
stronger.
until 12.
During the
And then we're gonna
voyage,
start shooting,
alien
hopefully,
monsters
and then we'll
attack
see
on
how
your
what's
ship. You
best
choose to
for
cut
us.
off the ship
But
sections
all
to
in all, it's gonna be a good
the
evening.
abandoned
For
survivors
sure.
all die. Resources run low. You find massive supplies in space.
How
You
can I
choose to build a
frickin'
luxury
forget to?
toilet. The survivors are enraged by your actions, attacking and cursing you, throwing you into space to feed the
Today we're just having
aliens.
snacks.
You fail.
And it's very
Retry.
Cake. Is there? Cake. I don't give a fuck. Ricky. I don't fucking care. I'm not making it to 35. Oh shit. No more storage.
True story, dude. I was
Good. My apologies. My God. Good. Let's have a piece of cheese. Now try request for resource.
As a mortal was a mistake, for I was destined to walk among gods. But they rejected me, deprived me of what is mine. If I'm denied a seat at the table, I will take theirs. I am the God Slayer, and I'm coming for you. Use this promo code and get the legendary pellets for free.
Very long reaction video for a show